the sun rises. And as you told Orin that you're always up before the sun rises, is there anything that you are needing before you head out? What time are you wanting to head out?
As soon as he can fucking crack his eyes open from the hangover.
He wouldn't get he wouldn't drink that much, obviously, knowing that he is doing something. You kind of see that part of Saul in him. Saul will drink, but when there's time to take something serious, Saul cuts everything out and focuses.
All right.
And his son is very, very much like that.
Okay. I'll be ready to head out. 7:30 in the morning.
Now you guys stay at two completely different spots. Are you going to go to him, or is he going to go? So you're going to go.
I'll head his way.
Okay, so you're going to go to the Rusty Dragon Inn.
Yeah. From the White Stag.
I called him Orin. That's my bad. It's Orik.
Orik. O-R-I-C.
Yep. O-R-I-K.
O-R-I-K.
O-R-I-K. He is there. Is there any supplies that you think you're going to need based on where you have been?
Rope.
Okay. Because whatever you're needing to get, it's best that you get before you go.
I would say a boat, but I can't exactly just carry a boat with me, I don't guess.
So obviously you're going to take horses that way, though.
Well, that's true.
So
if I can get a boat, I would like a boat. That's like a small rowboat is fine with me. It doesn't have to be fancy or nothing like that.
I mean, horse could probably easy carry or a small rowboat, like a 2-man rowboat.
Yeah, that's all I need.
Yeah, very
some oars possibly.
Well, yeah, some oars for work. But yeah, it won't take you much time to gather all of this up, and you're gonna head back out to Wisher's Well, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So takes you about a good 30 minutes to gather this up, and you notice that during this time, you get a lot of mixed looks from the townspeople, because some townspeople seem to think that now that the news has spread quickly, what you've been caught up in, that it's good that you're actually staying based on the reputation of Riddleport, and that you're actually here to help instead of causing a problem and running.
Yeah.
A lot of people think that you've just kind of brought a curse to the town.
Well, yeah. I mean, really could look at it either way.
Yeah, so. But, Orik will ask you, I see the reputation of Riddleport follows you everywhere.
Yep.
He said, maybe in time you'll rid yourself of that before we leave this place.
Maybe.
And you can, you get the sense that you guys had talked about him kind of taking a spot on the thrice falling crown, and he's very determined.
I'm good with that.
So
I would actually really like, if he's any kind of man like Saul was, I really like Saul, so if he's any kind of man like Saul was, I would really enjoy having him rule with me.
Well, he's more of a man. He's got both his hands.
Well, it's true. And he's alive.
And it's odd enough to you that he is quite bigger than Saul.
Yeah.
He's like good 6'2", 6'3".
I'd like to meet his mom.
So that makes you wonder, don't it?
Yeah.
Saul was a short, squat man.
Yeah, he was a short, round man.
And black hair. He's got blonde hair.
Yeah.
So, like I said, he looks like Clay Matthews. You get a boat. You get a rope. He has no dark vision. So he's going to grab some torches unless you're going to say something against that.
I'll tell him torches are bad if we're trying to sneak around in the dark. I mean, obviously, I'm sure he's a smart enough person to know that, but
like he says, I cannot see.
Right, yeah. So yeah, I mean, we'll just have to deal with it.
Okay. He asked you, would you prefer torches, or would you rather me get like a lantern, like a hooded one?
Hooded,
so you could actually point it to the direction you're going without giving away the size of your force or whatnot.
Yeah. Hooded lantern's actually better.
Okay.
I'm actually seeing if I have. I don't. I was gonna see if I have dark vision.
You should. You're half orc.
No. Like the spell. Like I didn't know.
Oh, the spell.
There used to be a spell called dark vision. I didn't know if I would.
I don't know if there is in 5e.
I don't think there is. But
so you're gonna get. How much rope are you gonna take?
I've got my 50. I'm gonna buy another 50 and give it to him.
Well, he carries 50-foot rope.
Well, we're gonna have 150.
He's like a mercenary.
We're gonna have 150 then, because I bought another.
Like I said, you're gonna take this rope. So obviously you're gonna need another horse. You're gonna need 2 horses. He doesn't have a horse.
Yeah. So, I won't need a horse.
No, you won't need a horse unless you're cast fly on him. Cast fly on the boat.
He
can Peter Pan it and Tinkerbell it.
We could use our oars to.
Hey, I'm telling you.
I'll use my horse, my skeletal horse, and we can get him a horse.
Okay, and then I honestly, your skeletal horse does not tire.
Yeah,
you could probably drag that boat.
Well, that's exactly what I was about to point out.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to point that out.
Okay, so I mean, if that's what you want to do. You could build like a little skiff for it so it doesn't drag the ground.
Yeah.
And you could do that. He's very...
Hell, I might even ask the sheriff if I could, since I'm kind of doing this, I might even ask the sheriff if I can get like a little pull-behind wagon or something like that to put the boat on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If he's cool with that.
He'll do what you can. Here's what he'll do.
And I'll bring it back. I'm not going to take it with me.
Yeah,
unless I die.
That's what I was just about to bring up. He will get what he can for you.
Yeah.
But you can pay for it when you come back, if you come back.
Right. That's basically what I'll tell him.
Now, since you brought up the sheriff here, let me find my sheet of paper there, everybody. Real fast, I'm pretty sure.
I'll let him, because he's been very unhappy that I've done things without letting him know. So
yes, Bell working lock, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to let him know I'm actually heading out.
Between him and Mayor Kendra Deverin, they will work with you on this. He's very hesitant because, like I said, you guys have kind of come to blows over some stuff.
Yeah.
And you can really tell that he's not liking you, but Kendra is on the fence that she thinks you're doing this for the betterment of the town. It's like she sees something in you.
Mm-hmm.
But she will ride out to the wagon maker and where you're getting this at, on return you will pay for this.
Yeah.
What she and Sheriff Bellor want to know is, when should we start looking for you? When should we get worried?
I don't know what's that way. I have no idea.
Because obviously the town realizes that there's a threat.
Yeah.
Like I said, words spread around pretty fast because you got to think he's been doubling up the watch here.
Yeah.
Since everything at Habe Sanatorium.
How long is it gonna take me to get out there?
Not even a day.
Okay.
You're literally maybe a little over 2 miles from Wisherswell.
Give me 48 hours.
2 days.
I want to say after 48 hours, I am probably going to be dead if I'm not back. Because I need time to travel out there, time to travel back. I need time to get down there, go do what I'm doing. So,
well, okay. To give you a roundabout idea, to get to Wisherswell, you might be looking at 3 miles.
Okay.
Trip.
Okay.
And 3 miles back. So on a horse, you're obviously dragging a wagon.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna go all out.
No.
So you might be looking at 35, 40 minutes.
Okay. So
on a horse.
Yeah.
And a trip back.
So an hour and a half with there, and then the one way I know I went basically an hour spider climb wise.
Yeah, and you went quiet. You went quiet. You got all the way to Devil's Spider, which is this big white mountain range right behind Sandpoint.
So the other way, I have no idea which way. I don't know how long that would be. So I'm gonna say another hour. That's just throwing out a guess there.
He's gonna give you 12.
12 hours before he starts sending.
And after 12 hours, he's coming to Wisherswell.
Okay.
He will not risk that. 48 hours is too long.
It's a long time, yeah.
Because that's 2 days. How does he know within the next 3 you won't be dead?
Right.
Better yet, he's going to send a runner with you.
Okay.
That way, if anything comes out of that well, that's not you or him, that runner can go.
They'll just camp kind of in that area. Bring a ghillie suit or something. There's shit around there. That's bad. Bring something.
So, but yeah, he will have a runner, and that will watch Wisherswell.
Okay.
That way, if nothing happens, that If 12 hours don't come back, he can always come notify them. If something comes out like Cthulhu or Godzilla, hey, he can come say, hey, we got to do something.
Yeah.
But with that, you head out. Orik will ask you on your trip there. So you don't know what's down here.
No. Well, I know it's one way. One way is the Devil's Platter.
The guy that went with you is Rodden.
Okay.
You didn't realize he's paying attention very intently to what you guys are talking about. He says, so you have no clue what we'll face.
Nope. Out here I've faced spiders, I've faced ogres, I've faced, things like that. The undead.
He'll ask you, I heard you had some run-in with the ogres. It's like, I've been actually trying to track them myself. He said,
this is Rodden?
No, this is Orik.
Oh.
Rodden will not speak unless probably spoken to.
Okay.
Because he's just a guard.
Okay.
Tells you, I've tried to track those ogres for 10 days now. And something is off about them. It should not be that hard to track a bunch of ogres.
Let's see. When I ran into them, did I run into one with invisibility?
They were actually hidden in the corn.
Okay.
Ogres of the corn. I'm the firstborn. Yeah, they were setting up an ambush for you.
And I'll tell them that. I'm gonna say these aren't just stupid things. They're smart.
He says that's what he's realized. He says, said I have found tracks. Said sometimes there'll be 3, sometimes there'll be 1.
Yeah.
And he said I have tracked them all the way to the fence, to the walls of Sandpoint, and all of a sudden their tracks just
disappear.
Said that's not like ogres.
No.
It's almost like they just teleported, flew away.
Well, I mean that's a real thing.
He says, what's even scarier about it?
What's that?
One set of single tracks I seen walked right into Sandpoint.
And they didn't the tracks didn't shrink down or anything. They just, they're invisible then. I'll tell him, I deal with invisibility shit like that.
And he says, that bothers me.
Yeah, that's a bad deal.
And he said, and then now we're going out here where apparently you have already ran into them.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously a man of your skill could not take them.
No, they were pretty rough. Well, I kind of got my ass beat by spiders in the beginning, and then...
No, that was after.
Oh, that was after. It was the ogres and the spiders.
He says, so he kind of looks at Rod, and you tell he's kind of scared.
Yeah.
He says, so it's 3-on-3.
Yeah.
What exactly are we going to do if we run into them? Which I don't expect to run into them at 9 in the morning.
Yeah.
But like I said, these aren't your typical ogres.
Well, that's the reason I told the sheriff to send something out with Rodden. Because I've ran into shit. It's not good out here all the time.
He says, and that's become quite an issue since I've been in Sandpoint. He says, so what's at the bottom of the well?
A river? Stream? I guess I would call it a river. It's big enough to boat. They're going one way. Like I said, it was what I would guess to be the bottom of Devil's Platter. And it was creepy as shit.
He says, Devil's Platter is full of devils.
Yeah.
So they say.
I felt something.
He says some of the goblins worship something there.
I would tell him, I would explain that feeling you get when you know somebody's watching you. Mm-hmm. I felt that when I was there.
He says I get that a lot when I'm out here. When I'm by myself.
Yeah.
It's completely terrifying.
Yeah, it's unsettling. Goblins, huh?
And he says
I get along with some goblins.
He says, do you? He says there's quite a few goblin tribes out here.
Yeah.
The buggers war with each other. Says, but against a unified threat, we have seen them.
Let's see, are we going north, around the Chop Chop tribe?
No, where you're going, actually, there are no tribes.
Okay.
No, out here in the farmlands, there are no tribes. The tribes are all around.
Okay. I just remember
Hinterlands, yeah.
the sheriff told me about the Chop tribe.
And and the Orik starts off. He says, "You better hope the Chop tribe is the last tribe you're going to, because they will chop your feet, then your hands, and chop you as much as possible until you literally die."
Yeah.
He says they take quite a glee with it. So, like, unfortunately, I've watched this happen.
That's not good.
He said, I went to rescue a guy lost, and from a distance, realized that I was not getting involved.
In my head, I think, I hope nobody chops off your hand.
Maybe it's on his dad for real.
Maybe, I don't know.
I mean, you don't know.
Nope.
I mean, Saul told you that Cromartie cut it off.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
But how do you know that wasn't one of these tribes?
That's true.
Anyways, he makes small talk about all this stuff. And like I said, Rod is... Now he's very on alert, as much as he can be, after talking about these other...
Ooh. You smell it?
Yeah.
That was a burp.
Oh, man. It's, you got the mic right there.
Yeah,
too.
that was a burp.
So, scratch your screen right now.
Yeah.
And see if you can smell it.
You can watch us in 4D.
Yeah, right. And if you email us at thevillainsman@gmail.com, we will send you a pair of 3D glasses with smell-o-vision lenses.
I'll burp directly into the envelope. We'll send it to you.
Yeah, you can also get that in jars. But eventually you'll arrive to Wisher's Well, and you hear Rod talk. He says, "It's bigger than what they say."
Yeah. I'll tell him. Is there trees or anything like this around here? Is like a forest edge?
This well is very open. It's all flatland.
Oh, that's bad.
Oh, he is not staying by the well. He is going to stay a good distance from it.
I'm going to tell him, if you can find some tall grass to get into, something. I mean, just flat high. That sucks for him.
Flatland.
Yeah.
The only thing close enough that is remotely wooded is Egan's Wood, and you know what's in Egan's Wood. Mm-hmm. Spiders. Mm-hmm. But he tells you the good thing, though, is if anything comes, I can see it coming at a distance.
Yeah, and he has a horse, too, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Okay.
And Orik tells him, except for invisible ogres.
Yes.
And his eyes get wide when he says that, because he had totally forgot about it.
That's such a dick move.
He laughs about it,
yeah.
too. He says, if you can climb the bottom of that well, he says, I'll take some of this rope and lower that boat down.
Let me see. Is it the same? Alright, I'll cast Spider Climb.
Okay.
And I'll go up.
You got that for an hour.
Yeah.
As you're casting the spell and you're climbing up the well, you see him, and he's taking his horse, and he's basically tying the rope to it so he can get the horse to walk with it and lower it down to you.
Yeah.
Well, first he's got to rig it up so you can pull it up and then get it down. Yeah. And this takes about a good hour.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Before you get to the bottom. And he kind of yells over at Rod, and he says, hey, tie this rope off the horse, let the rope fall. He's like, trust me. He's like, I'm pretty sure you can hear me yelling from out this well. And within a couple minutes after he shimmies down to the water, he yells, and within a couple seconds, the rope's loose. He rolls back up.
Okay.
You got a 2-man rowboat.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna row, or you want him to row? Someone's gonna have to row. Someone's gonna have to work this lantern.
Let me see. I'll row. Strength.
Okay.
I have one more than him, so.
Okay. He tells you, I got an idea. If you're gonna row, he says, you can see, right?
Yep.
He says, you can tell me when to turn this lantern on.
Yep. And the bullseye lantern, it can be burning, and you can have the thing down, yes. Correct? So it can actually be on. So all he has to do is jerk it up. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I think that's what we should do.
And he'll put once you start, and he'll light it up, close it, and he puts a hand on your shoulder. That way, when you move, he'll know. Yeah. And he'll have a torch ready to light up just in case something falls on you.
Yep.
And says, tells you, Oronok, I've done many things like this. but I don't think I've ever been on an underground river.
Yeah, that was a... Was it a first for me? I think it was a first for me.
I'm pretty sure it was. Now, when I think about it, I can't think of any other time you've been on an underground river. You've been on a river, not an underground river.
Did a lot of boating in my first campaign with him.
Yeah, you sure did. You did some boating all the way here.
Yeah.
So, so you row to the east, because the west will take you back to Devil's Platter. You row what seems like forever. Roll me a perception.
14. It sucked.
You roll, well, 14's not really bad in 5.
No, that's true. That's true.
So you're rowing and whatnot, and every now and then you think you see something come up out of the water about the size of a melon, and then before you look, you just quickly see the water part as it just went back down.
If I think I'm seeing something, I'll just kind of whisper real soft, and I'm like, just stay on guard. Stay frosty.
He says, you tell me that, yet I can't see a damn thing.
Yeah.
How far are you going to take this thing? Is there like a certain mileage you want to go, or you're just going to go to maybe find the end?
Yeah. I mean, that's my plan right now, is we're going to go until I come across somewhere we can tie a boat up or get off or something.
All right.
Where it looks like there's been some foot traffic or something.
All right. So you travel on a boat, you probably maybe go 2 miles in an hour on that little bitty rowboat.
Yeah.
About 4 hours later.
Nice.
You're feeling it in your arms.
Yeah. I'm worn
and,
out.
He'll ask you along the way. He'll kind of try to switch up with you as long as you can give him direction.
I think it's best if I stick with it and we keep that light out.
Fair enough. So, about 4 hours, roll me a perception. Hey, you rolled
25.
You can see that, because this thing is just every now and then there's a small turn and whatnot, and this is all natural. You don't see any more of anything coming up in and out of the water. But finally, there seems to almost be a good turn, a good curve in this underground river, and you notice there's a cave.
Okay.
The cave looks like it's a good 7 foot by 7 foot, just enough for one person to comfortably walk down. You could probably squeeze 2 people in it and not have a lot of room to move.
Is there like a stalagmite or something we can hook the boat up to at this point, or?
There is.
Okay.
Much like where you had come out, which you've passed, where you went to Habe's.
Yeah.
Where there was where you could tie the boat off. There is one here.
Okay. I'll tell him that we're going to tie the boat up. There's a little cave.
He says, should I let the lantern on?
Let's tie the boat up.
He says, because if we're walking, I cannot see.
Right, that's what I was going to say. Let's tie the boat up. I'll tie the boat up, and then we'll go ahead and kick the lantern on so you can get out of the boat and up to the cave and everything.
All right. So you roll up, and I'm going to go ahead and give you this because you rolled pretty high on your perception, and you start to tie the rope off, and roll me a survival.
Okay.
You can give yourself advantage because you rolled so high on your perception.
Okay, well... okay, advantage. That's good. 18.
Okay. You've been in this tunnel long enough, this underground river long enough to know that what natural stone looks like.
Right.
This almost thinks you would think that it's been bored out.
Okay. I know,
like it is worked.
I know, like things like purple worms do this, but
yes, he doesn't know.
Ornok doesn't know that.
Yeah. But this looks like someone, like it's almost a perfect circle, and it's flat on the bottom.
Okay. We'll get it all tied up and everything, and I'll tell him this is almost worked. This isn't natural.
He says, "Well, I guess that would make this unnatural."
Very.
that something like this would be down here. Are you telling him to turn on the light?
Yeah. Once we get out of the boat and I have it all tied up and everything, we'll because I don't want to fall off in the river because he can't see.
He asked, do you think it's wise in the tunnel to use the bullseye lantern? Because the bullseye lantern goes further. Mm-hmm. It's basically like a searchlight.
If it's flat and I can see it's flat, I'll explain to him. I don't see anything. If you want to do that, where you just kind of touch my shoulder and walk, we can leave it off.
Okay. He's going to put it out. And he says, how about when I need to, I'll just strike this torch.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. How do you walking down this thing? Obviously, you're in front.
Yeah, I'm in front, and I'm going to say he's like right behind me.
Okay. Are you going through cautiously? You're just wandering? I mean...
I'm not running. I'm just walking, looking around. I mean, I'll make some perceptions if I need to.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm looking for things that we might trip on. I'm looking for things that might come down on us because I know there's, especially knowing that I think I seen something in the river, so there may be something down there.
That's very, very true.
And I got the uneasy feeling the other way, so we could have things this way. I'm just kind of cautious right now, I guess.
All right. Go ahead and roll me a perception.
Okay. 22.
That should work. Let me roll one off here against you. Yeah, I would say that would work. That's a 3 with my numbers over here.
Yeah.
Up ahead, you hear scuffling. And so far, this has been pretty straight. Mm-hmm. It almost looks like it's a direct path to something, is what you're starting to gather.
Yeah.
But you hear scuffling, slightly echoing down the tunnel.
Okay. 16. Well,
what are you trying to do here?
For him, does he hear it? Yeah, 16.
Yeah, he hears it.
Okay.
Roll a survival.
Okay.
With him.
With him?
Yes.
I don't know if he has survival.
It's just your wisdom.
Yeah. But he actually has athletics and deception, so 10.
Okay. He tells you there's 2 of whatever this is ahead.
Okay.
You can't tell the distance because this is basically just a straight line so far, but you barely can hear it.
Okay. I don't see anything yet.
No.
I don't. I mean, that's what I'm telling. I'm whispering it to him. I don't see anything.
And you've only went about 60 feet.
Yeah, I'm going to tell him I don't see anything yet. Let's wait on the torch. If I see anything, we'll strike it up.
You can feel his hands tense up.
Yeah, he's getting. I am too.
He's getting anxious.
I am too.
He's getting anxious.
Yeah.
All right. Are you approaching cautiously?
Yeah, I'm cautious.
Both of you guys roll me a stealth.
Okay. I got a 12 and he got a... No, he got a 5.
Well, you're alright. Up from where you're at. We'll put you right here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, that's past 60. I can't see anything anyway.
This is 60.
Okay.
That's what I was at. That's what I asked. You get to looking around as you're trying to slowly, cautiously approach something very familiar up ahead.
Okay.
It's 2 ghouls. One of them has heard what's going on. And it looks at the other one and hisses. And it starts to come this way.
Okay.
You have a surprise round.
Okay. Well,
That's my initiative, by the way.
Okay. There's mine.
Okay. You have a surprise round, and it's going to get moved 20 ahead.
I'm going to tell him we are... I said 2... I guess they're ghouls.
Yes, they are ghouls.
I'll say 2 undead ghouls are approaching. It's going to be the best to go ahead and light it up. They know we're here.
Okay, well, you have a surprise round before we go here, so what are you doing? Oh, you also, up ahead, see a door.
Okay. Oh, I assume that's what that was.
Yes, that is what this is. This is a door. Iron door, banded in iron.
It's iron?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to drop a fireball about right here.
Yeah, that's going to make a lot of sound, right?
Yeah.
All right. We got some saves. I rolled another 20. Boy, that dice is on it today. One of them made it. I'm going to assume one of them failed it, because that would be a 7. The other one has a 22.
Yeah, the 22 made it.
What is your oh no, I guess, what do you got, 8 to minimum? 8d8?
Oh, no.
D6s.
It's 6s, yeah. I thought it was 8. It's 8d6s. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 10, 16, 21,
Don't worry about it.
25. Okay.
Boom! You throw this fireball, and he says, "Well, I don't need a torch." You see him. You kind of blinds you for a second because you're dark vision on.
Well, yeah, it's kind of like as it flashes and shit like that. My dark vision's kicking in and out and shit like that.
Yeah, you feel his hand come off of your shoulder as this heat rushes down, and
I placed it to where it would kind of end like right.
And this ghoul's like cautiously approaching, and then all of a sudden a pea goes flying by it. And as it tries to lunge at your way, it's engulfed in flames. Both of them lie a smoking husk.
I tell him, I'll search both of them, and I'll tell him, I just made a lot of noise. If you want to light up a torch, probably go ahead.
He says, well, he's like, I'm going to need to, but I don't think I'll need it here soon. There's nothing on these bodies.
Okay.
As he lights up a torch, and you're searching this first ghoul, it's right here.
Yeah.
That door opens up.
All right.
And you see a person coming out of it. And when they see you, they yell, "Get Chet's," and they slam the door.
Shut.
Mm-hmm.
Get Chet's.
That's CHETZ.
I have Chet's wrote on my paper for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Name on Noter?
I don't know. You wrote that, not me.
I know. I don't know why I would have. I can't remember hearing about Chet's.
Oh. Maybe you'll find out who he is.
Name on Noter. You're
searching that body, and Orik comes by, and he says, "I don't think we have time for that." And he runs to this door.
Oh! As soon as that door opens, I'm not. I do the same thing.
And he comes in, and boom, he hits it, and it doesn't budge.
Okay. Can me and him work together? Maybe some athletics checks or something to break this bitch.
Give me opponent strength checks. You can combine your strength scores.
Okay.
What is your combined strength scores?
Combined?
Yes.
We 29.
Okay, it's enough. Eventually, enough pushing.
He has athletics, and I do too.
Yes.
Like we both do.
Well, a lot of times in 5e, it'll be combined strength scores for some stuff. That's just what I'm going to go with here.
All right.
Eventually, after 6 rounds of pushing on this thing, the braces on the back of it from the cross beam give way, and you push this door open.
Okay.
You find yourself in a pantry.
Okay.
There's all kinds of foods here. Barrels.
Lit.
Yes.
Okay.
It is lit up.
Okay.
And There's a door open, and through it, you could see a kitchen.
I don't see anything right here. Nothing catches my attention.
Roll me perception.
Okay. 12. My
roll,
fucking passive is better than that.
You can roll one for him.
Okay. A 20.
He says, sounds like company.
Okay.
And he takes off through this place. You following him?
What is passive? It's
passive is just like when you're walking.
No. How do you figure it? It's 10 plus
your perception, whatever your
so
perception.
I have a 16 in passive.
Yeah. So if your perception's a 6, it's a 16.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's 10 plus whatever your perception is.
All right.
You going with him?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay. I'm not gonna draw a lot of this out. This you got your pantry. You come into the next room.
I got pins if you need one if that runs out.
It shouldn't run out. At least I hope not. You guys meet them on the way through this door right here. Go ahead, roll me initiative.
All right. I got a 9 for me and a 6 for him. Or do you just want me to do one for us, or do you want separate?
No, separate.
All right, 9 for me and a 6 for him.
Because I would hate to
for all your monsters to go.
Everybody go at one time against you, and
yeah.
you wind up in a bad spot.
Yeah.
As you do, these guys are coming through the door, and it's a bunch of cultists, and you see symbols you've seen before.
Okay.
They all wear a pendant.
Okay. That was
around their neck.
Norgerber?
No.
Norgerber?
No, they all wear a pendant that has the sign that you've seen in Habe's cells.
Oh, okay.
And they all wear a necklace of metal and bones around their neck.
Like the ones that...
Like the one in your pocket.
Okay.
Alright. What is your initiative?
9 for me and 6 for him.
Okay, my guys go last because I rolled a 1.
Okay.
Let me...
That's pretty neat.
Yeah, those work really well for cultists.
Yeah.
You're hearing shouts of alarm as these guys are coming through the door.
Okay.
It's your go.
All right.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna start walking up on them. I'm gonna start using like.
It's your go, man. So
I'm gonna walk up. Oh no, it's a range touch. Oh, I thought it was a. This one right here.
Okay.
16.
That'll hit him.
Okay. He takes 13 points of damage.
Okay.
It's cold damage.
Drops him.
Okay.
What'd you cast?
Chill touch.
Chill touch?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Like I said, him and one of these other cultists, and much like in Riddleport, these guys aren't wearing cloaks or anything like they're on the street. They wear commoners' clothes, and the only thing that makes you distinguish them as being cultists for we who whisper woes are this.
I really need to try to get like I want a good I need a good touch spell.
It is Orik's turn.
Yeah. He's gonna walk up. Uh, 18 to hit. Oh, does he get 2 attacks? I don't think he does.
I don't know.
I'll have to look.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay.
Fast.
First one is 9.
All right. I think he does have 2 attacks. He might not. He'll take your on top.
Oh, he hits with a shield too.
Yeah.
So
let's do it, scimitar. Yeah.
Is that right? Because it says slam damage.
No. I don't know where you get slam damage, but he does make 2 attacks. So 2 attack scimitar.
Okay.
Which he carries a longsword. So.
Well.
The first one you dropped.
Okay, that's only
9 damage.
That's only an 8.
Okay, and that is a miss. As you swing, you cut down this one cultist, and the other one jumps away as he comes with a backhand with this long sword. These guys are going to team up on him, and they've got scimitars themselves, and they start swinging on him. What is his armor class?
17.
All right. I've got a 17 on the money and a 14.
Okay.
For 3 damage on work.
Okay.
Both of you guys, roll me perceptions.
Okay. He got an 18. I got
nothing. All right. Because it makes a lot of sense. He's clogged the door fighting these guys. But he yells at you that someone is going to awaken the beast. We need to stop them.
Okay.
It is your go.
Um...
Hold up, before you go, as you enter this place, as you come through the pantry in this room, you're noticing some stuff that's different right off the bat.
All right.
Or you come through this tunnel and it's almost like something bored out.
Mm-hmm.
You enter the pantry, and the wall that you come through and the wall to your right, these blocks that the walls are made out of, these stone blocks, are literally, if you looked at them, would be as big as this table we're playing on.
Okay.
But the wall you ran through, this door, are made of bricks. That would be a normal size brick to me and you.
So this may be something else found and they kind of tapped into it or something
made
like
rooms
that.
out of everything, yes. You're noticing that. The wall that they're coming out of is built the same way.
So this room is kind of set up like the light tower and the well.
I think.
It's all made for giant things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's a good assumption.
Okay.
But it is Oronok's turn.
All right. I'll actually advance. Right. Oop. I'm going to start swinging with my scimitar.
Oh, well, you have to squeeze in through the door here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, because there's a door.
All right. So the first one was 16.
Mm-hmm.
And the second, 14.
Okay, yeah, you both hit.
All right. So the first one will be 10 damage.
Drop him. I'm going to let you make the swing on the other one.
Do what?
You make this the other one is the other swing. There's 2 of them there. These guys will have a lot of hit points.
All right. So just roll the damage on him?
Yep.
Okay.
You've got ghouls running from this hallway down.
Another 10 damage.
Another 10 damage.
Yep.
All right. As you come through this door, the hallway you're looking into is... This room is massive, and even the hallways where you're at are massive.
Okay.
So, like, where you're at right here, you're in the kitchen, correct?
Yes.
So there's, like, a giant hallway here. This is your door. And then you notice, like, up here, there's another hallway. In this hallway, there's a stairwell here.
Okay. Can I...
Where you're looking, you see a man and a woman going towards the stairs.
Can I cast a spell real quick?
If it's a bonus action, this is your turn.
It's not.
Okay.
It's not.
No, we're still in initiative.
Okay.
I'm just describing everything.
Okay.
This back wall is much like the giant bricks, and all these walls that you're looking at are made of normal bricks to a medium-sized character.
Okay.
And like I said, the ceiling is like 60 foot. It's massive, more massive than any human building you've ever been inside.
Okay.
But yes, you are correct about these Thessalonian ruins. You would think this might be one of them.
All right. Oh, I need to get back and tell old boy about it.
It is Oric's turn.
His movement's probably a 30. I'm just gonna. We need to stop them. So
Okay.
I guess we're gonna start heading down. This way.
That from where you're at, the door that is a good 50 foot, and they're going up the stairwell.
They are.
So you're going from where you're at right now. 50 foot.
Okay. We're going that way.
Well, you got ghouls coming your way too. They're coming
yeah.
from down there.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna stop and fight them. I will get as close to the ghoul as I can and swing.
All right. He'll run up on this one.
Yep. Oh God, it's a 7, and his second one, 23.
That will hit for sure.
All right. For damage, I have 8.
That will hit. Okay, so you only hit him once.
Yeah.
All right. These ghouls' turn.
Okay.
We're gonna go him first.
Okay.
They got one attack. Well, they have a claw and a bite. My bad. Bite a 19.
That's a hit.
Claw
Okay.
is a 10.
All right. It's a miss.
So he bites down for 7 points of damage.
Okay.
This other ghoul leaps at you.
All right.
And it hisses.
Okay.
And it says, traitor. Bite. Claw. Those are both misses for sure.
I have an 18.
So,
does he need to make a fort or anything for you?
No.
Okay.
That is the claw you must worry about.
Okay.
Okay, so from where you're at, you got this hallway, right?
Yeah.
They went down this hallway. From this door, it bust open. Now you're seeing cultists in regale. They look much more fancier.
Okay.
Coming your guys' way.
Fancy shit going on.
And with them is a young elven woman. And she says, capture them alive. Roll me a perception.
24.
As you're defending this ghoul off, and you see them bust out, and they run your way, and you notice her, and she points. She carries a ruby in her hand.
Okay.
And she looks oddly familiar to you, and you can't put your hand on it. And you're kind of staring at her, and her features remind you a lot of Varlas.
Okay.